All right, so object-oriented UX. So I'm going to show you what it is, how to do it, and some examples of what happened when I did it. This was a workshop that was 4 hours long. I'm going to condense it in 5 minutes. Sofia Wojciechowski taught me this, and I implemented it, and I think it's a great practice. So it came from object-oriented programming, which is a model organized around objects rather than actions, data rather than logic. So let's put that programming to UX. It's really just a way to create objects rather than functions or functionality, and data rather than how it works. So really, you're not doing any wireframing. You're just kind of like coming down and looking at the discrete objects by themselves. So what this does is it makes reusable, interchangeable, modular things, and you're thinking about the content first. And so it becomes very less page-oriented. You're not creating a wireframe. You're creating these discrete objects that you can move around. Think about it as Legos. So development and design are going to enhance, right? You can talk the developer's language. They already know about these objects, and you're creating these objects for them. You can iterate on these objects all the time, and then it becomes very responsive. You just move them around as you move the browser, right? You're not thinking about the canvas anymore. And the content becomes the navigation. That's the holy grail, right? You want them to be engaged. You want them to continually look at more objects and more objects. All right? It all sounds really great on paper. And so let's make a real definition. Navigation that transports the user from one object instance to another object instance that's nested into another object. Okay, you're totally confused. So am I. That doesn't make any sense. So let's talk about what it's not. It's not global navigation. It's not that persistent navigation that is really the escape hatch that people use. They come into your site and they're looking at something and they want to do something next. They don't want to use the navigation. It's all hidden in the hamburger menu anyway, right? No one sees it. So, how do you do it? You identify the objects. You define those objects and the elements that are those objects. You nest those objects together, and then you force rank and prioritize those objects. Simple, right? Okay. What are these objects? They're just the things that are about your product. It's very simple. You interview your stakeholders, you figure out what their goals are, and then you find out what the nouns of those goals are. What are those things? That's what the objects are. It's that simple. So you talk to your stakeholders, and I talk to mine, and this is what they wanted. They're like, oh, we got this new topic, and we want qualified leads. All your clients want qualified leads, but they want to get these publications, get the users to download them. So how are we going to do that? All right. Step one, extract the objects from those goals. This probably looks like some of your clients. They want you to download these publications. They want you to get to the blog posts, but they also have authors make these. They're also connected to products. So what we did is this is the objects right here. Very simple. 4 sticky notes. Big deal, right? I put it on this phone course so I could Skype it so that this could be done over the internet with all the people on the team, no matter where they were dispersed. And what I did is, okay, team, now that we figured out the objects, what are the metadata? What are the calls to action? Very simple, right? All right, so we haven't done any wireframes yet, but the metadata is the important part. And we want nested metadata. Okay, a publication has a date, has an author. It has other things associated like topics. This is what you want. You want the nested metadata so all those things can live together and things can be massaged, right? Step 3, let's nest them. Just like I said, author. That publication could also be put to a product, to an event, to other publications. Simpler said than done, right? This is the meat of it. When you do this, you have to force rank those things, and you have to have the right people in the room to do it. You want a developer there. You want a stakeholder, so that way they can say, okay, let's kill some of this stuff. We don't need all this. Let's just make sure we've got the core stuff and get that out there for the MVP. This is what we started with. It's a publication, but it's a dead end. It doesn't go anywhere. So what we did is we made sure we peppered those objects all over the place. So when they went to the page, they had the topics, the tags, more publications, the authors, and they're all right here, part of the context. When they're done reading, they've got something to do. And that way, they're engaged and they keep seeing more and more of your content, and they don't leave your site. So this is me, who cares? This was really developed by Sofia Wojciechowski. Thank you.